back to the world of cryptos and welcome back to the Crypto Corner. Today I'd like to focus on something that a lot of people are asking us. I'd like to get involved in cryptos, but I have no clue how to do that. So let me focus on that today. Let me show you some ideas on how to get involved. And so there are a few components that you have to think of. The first one is an exchange. In other words, you've got your cash and you would like to convert it into cryptos. And for that you need an exchange, and the one that we recommend is Kraken. So this is the Kraken exchange, kraken.com, Kraken.com. They're by far the best. They also accept US residents, and they have got also the cheapest rates or fees. And also they have got the best servers. So this is the exchange that I recommend. There are others like Bittrex, Coinbase and so on, but Kraken is, from my point of view, the best one. So you can wire transfer money over from your bank account into Kraken, and then you just have to select the cryptocurrency you want to buy. There are a few categories of cryptocurrencies, basically three. The first one is Bitcoin, which is the granddad. That's the most stable one. That's the one that just went well above all-time high. And you cannot make big mistakes there. So the fluctuations, of course, will exist there. And as you can see currently, we've got a dip of 25%, which is absolutely normal in this market. But you will not have those 10x or 100x that you might have heard of. The next level is Ethereum, and then the rest falls into the third category. So I, as a beginner, never get involved in the third category because you have to learn first how this market works. It's a little bit like horse racing. Yeah, so if you go to a horse race and you start betting on a horse, then of course you will lose your money if you have got no clue which horse performs which way. You can bet on any horse and the hope that that horse will win, but the likelihood is very small. And for that, you have to do some research. Yeah? And the research is also very simple, much simpler than with traditional, in the traditional market with stocks and so on. And so if you go into CoinGecko.com, which is our favorite directory, where you find all the big cryptocurrencies, and then you select one that you like. Let's say you've heard of let's take here Celsius Network, that they've got a good potential and so on. And so you've got two options here. You can listen to all those experts that are not real experts. Yeah, I mean, you've got a few people that have got insider knowledge, but you'll hear also opposite opinion from other people. And there's nobody in this market that can predict how the values are going to behave in the near future. So you need to rely on your own research, and that's really, really simple. So first part, what you have to do is you go on to CoinGecko.com, you click on the favorite currency that you're interested in, and in here you've got all the information that you need. Yeah. So if you scroll a little bit down, you see, of course, the trading view, and then you've got here the all-time high. So all-time high on Celsius was $6.82 on the 3rd of January 2001, so 8 days ago, and the all-time low is beginning of the end of 2018, so about 2 years ago. That was the all-time low, which is interesting to know that, so you know if there is a big potential in regards to the price. Then here, a little bit further up, you've got the markets. And the markets just tell you where you can buy those. Yeah? And this is also important. So for example, you've got Uniswap here. You can go, of course, directly to Uniswap and buy it there. You run the risk that you fall into a hoax, because not everybody, I mean, you can launch a Celsius Network token on Uniswap. So the best way is to get through CoinGecko. You click on this field here that will redirect you to Uniswap, and there you can then exchange your Ethereum, for example, against Celsius tokens. So that's one way. The markets is where you find the liquidity. Next one in regards to your research is you go onto their website and just check on how this looks. I mean, is this something you would like to get involved in? Is this something that appeals to you personally? Do some research. What are the people that are involved? Are the developers? All those things. Next is you go into Twitter or Telegram, both. Not so much Facebook, not so much Reddit, but Twitter is definitely important and Telegram is important. Telegram is people like you and I. That Telegram is a group where we meet and we discuss things. Yeah, so if you've got a question around the Celsius network, regardless of what question that might be, you go into Telegram, you ask that question, you'll get for sure a very swift answer. So that's Telegram. Twitter is more of, I mean, you know Twitter, so I don't have to tell you anything about that. So that's basically the research. So the research revolves around the product. Yeah, does the product appeal to you? Then the users, how many users are there? Is this a coin that only few users are interested in? Then I would be careful, because you know that if there are not many people involved, then it's unlikely that this thing will go 10x, 100x or whatever. And then the utility of the coin. Yeah, so what can you do with it? Is there already an example, a sample? So this is different to the traditional market, because the traditional market is always around the valuation of the company, management, and also key figures of the company. Yeah, and you buy a share in the company. That's completely different in this market here. Yeah, this market is built on hype. We're currently in a bubble. Yes, it is a bubble, and it will burst at one day, like they always do in the crypto market. And so you only work towards this bubble. Yeah, and once this bubble bursts, the equation is a different one. You have to change your mind shift at that stage. When will that be? Nobody knows. But until then, this is what we recommend to you. So get an account on Kraken, buy with your fiat the currency that you like. Do a research beforehand. If you're a complete newbie, focus only on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Don't touch the others. Because you might make big mistakes, like with horse races. Yeah, so you can make big mistakes there too if you bet on a horse that nobody ever heard of. So that's basically it from my point of view. Just showing you a little bit on how to get involved in this. I didn't touch anything in regards to wallets or other things. That will come at another stage. So focus on the exchange. Get your tokens, currencies purchased on that exchange, but do your research beforehand. So that's it for me. It's an exciting market, as you can see. We've been saying that all along the time. So I hope you get involved. Not financial advice, of course. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. Please leave us a like and subscribe, and come back soon next week. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Robert. Just a reminder that we're not providing financial advice, but only sharing what's happening in the cryptocurrency markets. Always remember that the cryptocurrency markets are ever changing and always volatile, so only invest what you can afford to lose.